Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 7 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Iroquois. Last video was a little bit of a slow one because we were all out of manpower and money. The situation hasn't improved much, but we're trying to get there. Natives in Manhattan lose 1 ferocity. Doesn't really matter because our native policy means they're not really fighting against us. We're trying to get all of our armies fully reinforced. As soon as that is done, we still want to go ahead and get ourselves 1 more troop. To put us right on our force limit, and then we'll see if we can go ahead and declare a war on someone, because we basically need to go and do something. Not really getting anything right now. We have a mission. What is our mission? Because we haven't completed it in a while. Our mission is to get our manpower to at least 90%. I'm not convinced that is going to happen anytime soon. I'm going to cancel that mission in the hopes that we will get a better one. Still don't quite have enough money. We're making less than 0.2 ducats per month. So that's quite bad. But we are also trying to run a colony on Manhattan. It'll give us access to some coast, which will be fine. I guess there's not really an awful lot that we can do to improve trade. We're pushing this trade up here into our trade node where we are collecting. That's about all we can hope to do, really. We can invest in another native advancement, which is military. So we can either have reduced attrition, land force limit modifier, or land leader shock. Now, the force limit modifier could be useful, but we don't really have the manpower to do that. Reduced land attrition would be really useful for us, actually, though. Because we have such little manpower, I think we should go ahead and do that. One of our generals has died, which is unfortunate. Got forced migration against Lenape. Did both of our generals just die at the same time? Yeah, we've got no generals now and we've got no military power. So we are going to have to wait a little bit before we can attack there. This is the Honest Merchants of the Iroquois, which we've had before. That increases our global trade power for 10 years. So that'll actually help out very slightly. But it will give us a tiny little bit more money. We should now have enough money to go and build up to our force limit. So let's go ahead and do that. And before we can declare war, we really want to get up to 50 military power so that we can get ourselves a new general. Because trying to go to war without one is going to be very, very difficult. Especially as Lenape have a 1-2-1-2 down there. Got ourselves a new mission already. Vassalize Lenape. Accumulate money. Vassalize Lepe is the one that's most likely to work. The problem with Lenape is if we declare war on them, they are in the same federation as us. So we'd be fighting the federation. However, if we were to declare war on the Paycop, we do have a CB. We could get Lenape in that way, and Potawan, Powhatan would come in to help us. So I actually think we take that. It would put us over our relationship limit. But I don't think we have to worry too much about that. So if we go ahead and do that, that should give us a subjugation CB on them anyway. The problem is I think we have to actually use that subjugation CB to take them. We're still trying to build this up to full power. It's not quite there yet. But we'll try declaring the war on the big Pecot. And we'll then try and grab Lenape that way, if it's possible. I'm not sure that it is. What is the supply limit here? 14. So let's group you guys up and move you over into here. So we still don't have a leader yet, but we will get one soon enough. Are we actually finally fully reinforced? No, we still need 80 men. But there again, we still don't have enough military power to be able to get ourselves a new leader. We could promote our sort of what are we called? Our ruler into a general, but I don't think that's necessarily a good idea. So, but we are getting there. 62 men remaining. We can go ahead and hire a general. We've only got enough to roll for one. We can only have one at the moment because of our power projection. So let's hope we get a fairly decent one. And we get ourselves a 0-1-1. Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. At least he's got some shock and some maneuver. We can invest in the final admin idea, which reduces the national unrest. Not really all that important, but we might as well go ahead and take it. Lots of Diplo power now, because we have finished our... what we could be doing, I suppose, is integrating these guys. Can we annex them yet? Yep, we can start annexing them. So let's actually go and start working on that. Can we afford to tech up? Probably not. It hasn't said so yet. Yeah, still 1,444, so it will be a while. So we do have a general, even though he's not a particularly good one. Our armies still haven't fully reinforced. But we could quite easily jump in on Lenape here if we are quick enough, I think. So maybe that's what we are going to do. So let us consider doing this. Let us first of all go ahead and bump up our army maintenance. That's going to cost us a little bit of money. We'll probably, in fact, we will definitely end up taking out a loan. So let's just go and take one anyway. So at least we've got some money to play with there. So we'll get up to full maintenance. We could go ahead and declare our war over here on... oh, that's right. Our diplomat is a little bit busy at the moment. Now, we're just about to gain... these guys, so that'll put us slightly over our force limit, I would have thought. Yeah, we're considerably over our force limit now, but I will stay over the force limit for the purposes of attempting this attack. I maybe should have waited until after this war, so we got a few more men, but I think we will be fine. We're still not quite at full morale, so we'll wait till the end of the month. Now, if I was to declare war over here, we'd be fighting against the entire... we do have the subjugation CB, but we'd be fighting against the entire Federation. So I'm going to attempt to declare this war over here, which would bring in Lenape and the Micmac. So, unfortunately, Powhatan would no longer come in. But let's go ahead and... confirm. So it's a forced migration CB, but what we're going to do is we're going to march straight in here and hopefully we're going to take out Lenape's army before they can come and reinforce. And we did, of course, manage to do that. Now what we'd like to be able to do is go and jump on them elsewhere. So we will take a slight river crossing here. Looks like we're getting smashed as well. And we did. We took a river crossing penalty and a terrain penalty there, which was really bad for us. Well, okay, let's just go ahead and we'll lose some prestige. Let's just go ahead and siege out their provinces. Oh, we're actually being engaged over here. That's unfortunate. Looks like it is time. I didn't realise we still had some mercenaries in there, actually, but it might be time to get some more mercenaries here. So, we definitely need to win some of these wars. Let's go ahead and... get ourselves a few loans. Thought I'd taken out multiple, but it didn't want to work. There we go. So now we've got some money. And, yeah, they are really chasing me down here. There's not really a way that I can get away with this. So let's see if we can get ourselves some mercenaries. We might just be able to respond quick enough, although I doubt it. I don't think we're going to get stack wiped, at least I hope we don't. Yeah, we didn't get stack wiped. They are kind of chasing us off. We are going to lose some of these mercenaries, but that's fine. So we'll get all of the ones down to Manhattan that we think will survive getting down to Manhattan. So I'll try and get some of these mercs together. Unfortunately, they are catching some of these units out, which is a little bit unfortunate. And yeah, they're really just sort of chasing me down at the moment. Oh, I really didn't expect it to get hit this hard. Looks like we're going to lose this war. They are losing a lot of manpower though, which is nice. Pause that up. Lose some ducats or lose local goods produced. We'll lose local goods produced. We'll try and move in here. It's not likely to happen. We're just probably going to get stack wiped. And we lost again. We didn't get stack wiped, but they are still chasing us around. We do still have more men than they do. The problem at this point is just trying to get ourselves enough morale to be able to deal with them. The problem that I've got at the moment is that I'm constantly morale locked. So they're chasing me around all over the place. We will get a morale tick there, just... I've never seen the AI chase a player around quite so much. And there we go. We got completely stack wiped there. Absolutely completely stack wiped. We will unconditionally surrender and see what they decide to do. I don't know what the AI will do in this situation. Oh, they've actually taken a lot of stuff from me. But that now gives us a CB against the Paycott. They've taken a lot of stuff. Well, that was unfortunate. But we've got a Reconquest CB against them now anyway. We've taken out a few loans. We've been given a new rival. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Got a free advisor slot. Well, I messed that one right up, didn't I? So let's go and start by building a spy network over here. And we basically want to start rebuilding our army now. We don't have any money. Do we have any money coming in? We do. I suppose that is fine. How much money are we spending right now? I mean, there is no army, so there's no point having army maintenance. That is pretty bad. I mean, I can't declare war on them right now. Lenape has been kicked out of our federation. Good. See, now, if I could just attack Lenape directly, I could vassalize them there. They would still bring these guys in, and the Paycott are quite a bit bigger now. Although they might find that they have a bit of trouble with income as well. So the problem we've got here is basically losing all of our money. We need to build an army. We can't survive unless we build an army. So let's go ahead. We'll take out some loans. It's better to go into debt now so that we can take some land so that we can actually, you know, do something later on. So let's go ahead and start to build an army. We still have a force limit of 18, which is pretty decent, all things considered. We can invest in a technology. It's Diplotech, so we might as well go ahead and do it. Because we don't really have an awful lot else that we can do right now. So we are going to start losing money here. It's not worth having the army maintenance up full. Because, in all honesty, who are we going to attack? We've got truces with these people for a while. Apparently we have a truce with you. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Well, I went and screwed that one up, didn't I? Let's go ahead and see if we can get a better mission. I must admit, like I said, the last time I actually played as a Native American tribe, it was so much easier simply because we had the... it was so much easier because we had the ability to fabricate claims on our neighbours, and you could take land a lot quicker than I'm managing to do here. We're still losing money, so I think we're going to have to consider firing an advisor or two. We want to keep the inflation reduction. I think we get rid of the military guy at this point. We are now making a little bit of money, so that's not too bad. We do still want to try and build up our army if we can. We still have a colonist. We could still go and make another colony if we wanted to. I think this is still a colony, and it is. So obviously it's going to take... This is costing these guys a fair bit of money to deal with that. And so we don't really have any allies that that could help us out here, which is the problem. If we were to declare war on you... Yeah, we need to... distant war, which is the problem for these guys. Everything counts as a distant war. What I should have done was just, like, got many, many mercs and really made sure that I outnumbered them. So that was a little bit unfortunate. We'll make sure that we've got our general in charge of at least one of the armies. Can we have another rival now? Yes, we can. We've been rivaled by Lenape, so we will rival them. And we will also go and rival Picot. We have a new mission, which is to create an army for our nation, which we are working on. So that'll be good. So what we can do now is we can insult these guys. And we'll get ourselves some embargoes with them as well. So we want to... where are we? Can't find the option. Because it won't let me scroll. Oh, we have a truce, so we can't issue those embargoes. So we don't have an awful lot of power projection over here, but at least these guys are rivaled now, which does mean we've got some more options to do stuff against them in the future. So we're going to spend up what little bit of money that we have in order to try and build ourselves an army. What do we have to get up to complete that mission? 75% of the force limit, which is 18, so we're looking at, what, 12? So build another 6, and we will be there. Still going to take a while before we can do that. Diplomat has been discovered while fabricating a spy network in Pecot. That is fine. But yeah, being down to a 3-province minor is not too good for us at the moment. What about you guys? You are in the same federation as us. I mean, the Federation does give us a little bit of protection. These guys are very unlikely to declare war on us at the moment because being part of that Federation means that we have that defensive edge. We could gain some admin power for some inflation, or we'll just gain a little bit of admin power. We could do without the inflation. We don't really need a lot of money. We could go ahead and start to... try and colonize. Again, the problem with colonization is it costs us a lot of money and we don't have a huge income. I can't believe that I lost basically 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces to those guys. That's really, really unfortunate. But there's no way I could have won. I was completely stack wiped. I had no money. My manpower is recovering now. So we'll let manpower recover. We'll get some money back in the bank. We'll build up to our force limit, and we will go and kick their skulls in, which is basically the plan here. We've renewed a loan, that's fine. I expect this is going to happen quite a lot. We want to continue building spy networks against you guys. Can't see their army at the moment. It was a little bit unfortunate that they managed to consolidate all of their armies together. Also a little bit unfortunate that we didn't get any allies able to come in and help us. Yeah, I really wish these guys would have helped. Now, I know you won't come in at the moment because we have a truce, but why weren't you willing to come in? Because of our diplomatic reputation, and that's only because we sort of integrated somebody, really. Oh, where are we? Where's our Diplo rep? Our Diplo rep is -1 because of annexed subjects. Renewed all of those loans, that's fine. When does annexed subjects go away? July 96. So we've still got like 4 years before our Diplo rep improves. Which is a shame, but that might be enough for us to build up a bit of an army. Again, these loans are just going to constantly renew, but, you know, what else can I do right now? We will make a little bit more money once we complete that mission. Because the reward for completing the mission is a 10% reduction in the land maintenance modifier. So that'll actually save us a tiny little bit of money, not a massive amount. Again, let's keep with the building. There we go, we have enough money to do that one now. So what do we have? Oh yeah, it's the by fire one again. Well, we'll try it. Hopefully it works in our favour and gives us some extra money. Local production efficiency plus 10%. That's fantastic. That helps. And again, these loans are just going to keep getting renewed, but we'll allow them to keep getting renewed. It'll push our inflation up, but we're still making almost a ducat a month, and that's with a an army that is growing in size. We might even be able to take that manpower mission if it's still available by the time we hit the required number of troops. But, yeah, I made a right mess of that. I've been having a really bad time recently with battles in EU4, and I don't know what the reason for that is. But, yeah, I got absolutely wrecked just there. I guess I was a little bit too greedy. Oh, gain a random stability. And that'll help with the income as well. I did something which I generally never do, and I should learn from this, which is, in order to try and make the videos more interesting, I'm constantly trying to declare wars, even when I look at it and think, that's a bit of a risky war. But I go and do it anyway for the purposes of being entertaining. And then it ends up with something like this happening. And I then have to sit out and do nothing for a couple of videos because I basically, you know, lost all of my troops. If we get our diplomatic reputation up, it'd be fantastic. Because if Potawan comes and helps us, they've got like 14k troops, which would be really, really good. So we still need to get our force limit up to 12. We're only up to 8 at the moment. So let's make sure we keep building. Like I said, when we get up to 12, we'll get that reduction in maintenance modifier. And then we'll see if the manpower mission is still available after that one as well. But at least we are building up a little bit of an army. If I could have... Maybe if I'd have attacked their armies in a different order and sort of picked them off one at a time. But I was just sort of unfortunate. And, you know, once they started chasing me around, we're far too small and too poor to have forts. So we didn't really have anything we could hide behind that blocked their movement. And then because we were constantly morale locked, it was pretty much impossible to move before they arrived. So, yeah, things were being quite nasty there. So we're not doing much around, but sit around at the moment and wait for things to happen. But that'll be fine, I think. I would like to get another colony started, but we really cannot afford to do that right now. Our leader has died, but we've got a new chief who's a 346, who's actually quite decent. And we get a new national decision, which is a reduction in stability cost and even more prestige. Well, we're definitely going to go and take that one. So, at least we've got a better leader now. Do we have an heir? We do not have an heir yet, but having that better leader is going to be really, really good for us, I think. Yeah, still got to wait for that diplomatic reputation problem to go away, but that's not going to take too long. It's only going to be a couple of years now. And hopefully we'll be at our sort of maximum force limit by the time that happens. Lose 50 admin to gain 10 prestige, or lose 10 ducats. But we gain a 3 Sisters field. It's worth it. A 3 Sisters field normally costs 40 ducats. Well, it normally costs 50, but we've got a 20% reduction. So it costs us 41 instead of 50. So we've basically paid a quarter of the cost for a 3 Sisters field, which produces increases local goods produced. So again, it's something that will pay for itself. So we need to wait until we get back up to 10 ducats again, and then we can create another another unit. So we're not quite there yet. We need to be up to 12 to complete the mission. Iroquois gets trade income increase until 1504, so 10 years, giving us 15% trade efficiency and gaining 50 diplo, or we can gain 69 ducats. I think we're going to take the 69 ducats, because I would like to just be able to go and build up to my force limit here. 12, 13... random gains of random powers. 14, 15... Lenepe is sort of working on us as well. We could just go and counterintelligence them, but there really is no point. There's nothing else that we can do here with our spy network anyway. But this will be the mission completed very, very soon. And I think I want to go right up to my force limit. There we go, we've completed that. And manpower needs to recover. Rival of our rival. The rival of our rival is Caddo and should be our friend. I think we're just going to go for the manpower recovering. Because I think it's going to be a little bit of a time before we declare this war. Anyway, though, we're over the 20-minute mark, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. Once again, sorry that this video has been a little bit boring. It is one of the things that I did consider when I thought about playing as a Native American tribe, is sometimes these things are a little bit slow. But like I said, in previous game, I could fabricate claims and things went a lot more smoothly than they have thus far. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next video, so until then, goodbye for now.